What's up, my beautiful people? Exile451 here with another daily dose of Reddit Hope and Happy, and today we're going into r/deciding to be better to talk about why it's okay to be normal. So, let's get to it. Our first post is from user Banana Cupcake. We're normal. I'm in my head a lot. This realization came to me recently. It makes me calm, so I thought I'd share. We're flawed. Everybody is. We do well sometimes, we mess up sometimes. We might feel so guilty about what we did and try to punish ourselves for it because we think of ourselves as a failure, a defect. How could I let it get so bad? No one worthy of admiration would do this. Hence, I am inferior to others and deserve less. Every day is a battle. I'm so tired. I just want to get it done once and for all. One sprint, then I can relax. But hey, you mess up again. It's suffering. But after years and years, I've made peace with the fact that nothing stays the same. I knew of it, of the constant change and struggling. But I feel like this is the first time I really get it. Yes, it's an ongoing, repetitive process. Every single day, there are things that require effort. Some days it's easy, many days it's hard. But it's normal. This is normal, and we are all normal. Nothing is wrong with the way life works. Nothing is wrong with us. It is the way it is. Because time passes, things keep moving forward, and so do we. And we can move along the natural course of things. It's only normal. The good news is, it's a privilege to have a chance to work on something. Because without putting in work, there won't be any real joy. So, we're lucky, really. This is life. There's limited time for each of us. We're here. We're changing along with time. Drops of happiness and contentment here and there are all we get, mixed with some mandatory hardship. There can't be one without the other. Then that's it. Then we're truly nothing and we don't have to change with time anymore. So, feel lucky, or just feel normal, every time you work on something, be it taxes, a paper due tomorrow, tough conversations, or simply getting out of bed. We get to do it because we're alive. It's normal we have to do it. It's normal we sometimes fail. We're normal. You know, Opie, I think your post is very poignant with what's going on in today's world. I've mentioned this before on the channel about how I really do think that there's this overarching sense of this need to be perfect in everything. And while it's good to strive for perfection and to always better yourself, there comes a point where the pursuit of it is either unattainable or is now actively working to your detriment, working against you. We don't always have to strive for that perfection. Some of the most content people out there are the ones who just realize that right now the only thing they can control is the present. They don't worry about the future or attaining perfection. They just strive to be the best person they can be in that moment. They don't look to be the next Michael Phelps. They just get in the pool and swim. And if they can do a little better today than they did yesterday, then that's great. Like you said, it's okay to be normal. So thank you so much for the reminder and for putting up the post. And wherever you're at, I really do wish you the best. Our next post is from user Katniss Jewel. But first, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more of your daily dose of Reddit Hope and Happy. Also, check out the channel on social media at the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon links in the description below. Thinking about negative moments from my past is ruining my mental health. I'm a little leery to call these negative events traumas because I'm not sure they are serious enough to be classified as such. Basically, it started when I went to the hospital in Montreal in August of 2019. I was on a date with a guy and drank way too much. Then I fell and asked the guy to call 911 for me. I rode in an ambulance and woke up in the hospital. I have not been able to go a day in my life without reflecting on this event ever since it happened. What bothers me is not what I experienced, but how I embarrassed myself. How I went on a date with someone great just to end up in the hospital, and how the EMTs and everyone else must have been judging me for just being another idiotic American teenager who can't handle alcohol. I am so embarrassed of this event that happened. It makes me feel like crap about myself daily. and it has aided in the destruction of a positive self-image. Now, I can't help but ruminate and obsess over every negative/embarrassing action I have done in the past. How I almost overdosed on coke my freshman year and someone had to help me. I think about not what I experienced, but how I embarrassed myself. Having an anxiety attack when people were trying to confront me about something. Crying while on shrooms because I was afraid people were judging me for something I did wrong. I put every action of my life under constant scrutiny, and doing this constantly has made me hate myself as a person. Everything I have ever done wrong and everything I have ever said. Throughout the school year, I was able to not really ruminate like I do now, because I was able to just repress and ignore these memories. I could distract myself. But now, ruminating on them takes up so much time of my life. I feel like everyone in my life despises me for the things I've done. I now realize that I really have to work through these events instead of just repressing them, or else they're never going to go away. I never was able to entertain the thought of forgiving myself, but I need to now. But it's just so easy to say I forgive myself, and harder to actually forgive yourself. I don't know how to work through these moments to become a better person. Does anyone know how they were able to confront and work through events of their past in order to allow them to pursue a better mental health? Please offer any advice you might have. OP, speaking from personal experience, I can completely relate with this. To this day, I still kind of beat myself up for some of the dumb things I said or did, even going back as far as when I was a kid. It's tough to forgive yourself, yes, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. If you've seen The Lion King, there's that scene with Rafiki and Simba, where Simba's going on about the past and all these different things, and Rafiki just turns around and smacks him in the back of the head with his stick. And Simba's like, "Ow, what'd you do that for?" And Rafiki's like, "It doesn't matter. It's in the past." "Well, yeah, but it still hurts." But you see, the past is the past. You can either run from it or learn from it. And then he tries to swing the stick again, and Simba just stops it so he doesn't get hit in the head. If I had any advice to give you, it's that you have to take the approach of you have to learn from it. You have to take what you did and be like, okay, I made a mistake. How can I not do that again in the future? I embarrassed myself. What is it that I need to stop doing in the future to not embarrass myself? That would be the biggest piece of advice I could offer you, is learn from those mistakes. Learn what you did that made you feel embarrassed, and then obviously not do that again. Now, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. A lot of the instances you mention around being embarrassed and beating yourself up over involve some form of substance abuse. I would really urge you to seek some sort of counseling or try to dial that back in your life, because that seems to be a contributory factor. And if nothing else, counseling could help you make peace with these memories that haunt you so much. At the very least, though, the fact that you're opening up and asking others for help is a huge step in the right direction. So thank you so much for sharing the post, and I really wish you the best. Please do update when things improve and let people know that. Our next post is from user Pink Roses. I'm tired of living life absolutely fearing what other people would think of me behind my back. Criticize me all you want. I am the one and only person who can choose to change the way I behave. You don't know me well, you're not my close friend, and your opinions shall not affect me in any way. I used to be so fearful of what people thought of me, like people saying I'm rude or have a bad personality just because I want to keep to myself and not initiate conversations. I am doing what I want. I don't change for you. I want to be happy. I want to be a more enthusiastic and proactive learner. So what if I got the questions wrong when answering a tutorial? I am there to learn, not to provide perfect answers. I want to be brave and I want to go out of my comfort zone. Unlike you timids that criticize me behind my back and stay in your comfort zone. Easier said than done. I feel like I am only 20% into my journey of letting go of the fear of what people think of me. Then, I can be a more productive person and figure out the career I want in my life. Thanks for reading. Short maybe, but I do think this is prevalent to what we see in society today. People are so concerned, so focused on what other people think of them, and wanting fame and popularity that they will do anything to gain it. And then that can be used against the people who just want to have a normal life where they're made to feel less than others. It's okay to not want to initiate conversations. I mean, heck, you might not believe this if you're a longtime fan of the channel, but really, I'm honestly kind of an introvert. I mean, I can be very extroverted when I want to be, but I don't usually initiate conversation with people. I really kind of like to stick to myself, which is really funny because I am the oldest of 6 kids, and out of the 8 people in my family, 6 of them are super extroverted. So it's really difficult to fit in that situation, and they're always trying to push me and my youngest sister, who's basically almost an identical replica of me, except for the fact that, she's a girl, to be more like them. And it drives us both insane because we're just who we are. We like to kind of keep to ourselves. We like doing the things that we like to do, and it's awkward. But it's okay to be like that. You don't have to worry about what they think about you. You don't have to worry about whether or not you're living your life correctly by their standards. Thanks for the reminder, and honestly, I do wish you the best in this journey. The next Deciding to Be Better post is right there in the playlist on your left. Or if you want the video that YouTube thinks might be best for you, go ahead and click on the right. Now you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside if you're supposed to. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.